going on? Is Dark Strider actually live streaming? How long has it been since I've done that? What's happening, everybody? It is Dark Strider, and I will be live streaming here. So hopefully you join and you have a little fun, and we'll see what happens here. I haven't done this in a while, though. Jeez. Alright. So all I'm doing is just messing around with the Northern Traveler set. Obviously at low level it's not going to be as amazing as it normally is. Because first of all, I don't even have the Ares Madness thing. I have no ability points on this. I'm starting from scratch. That's where we're starting. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I could, or how fast I could even do this. How fast I could get this going. Close to my target. Call Icaros. I forgot all about the beginning of this game.
There you are.
That's how long it's been.
Yourself into this time, Marcos.
I've actually been playing a whole lot of Ghost of Tsushima. I actually beat it. And it's pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very amazing game, so had a lot of fun with it. I highly recommend you play it if you haven't already. It's pretty wild. A lot of people always they kind of compare it to Assassin's Creed, and it's really not. It's way more complex, but fun at the same time. There's an Ostraka here. What the heck is going on?
Boss, I keep telling you, you can't do that.
Why? It's my farm. I can plant what I want.
The grapes will die here. All of them.
You have to forget what you know about
What's happening, Roman? How you doing?
I wish I... Because
you do
you...
it.
Who's...
Zuri.
Zuri?
Your eggs.
Haven't been streaming in a long time, so it's kind of wild to be doing this again. Yeah, way long. Too long, I think.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
That one. On the... This I'm for.
Not
By tell me.
I'm gonna be messing around with this Northern Traveler set. Oh god, I keep doing that. Oh, I'm so used to the controls in what do you call it, in Ghost of Tsushima, that I keep messing this up. You were alone? What do you mean you were alone? Now that horse is gone. I'm gonna have to go find Phoebe. I want to see what this set can do at low level. Oh my god, I forgot that I could get hurt at this level from jumping off stuff. Man, I've been playing with the OP character for way too long. Way too long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He got it recently? Is he okay? Is he doing better at least? My brother had it. My brother made a quick recovery, thankfully. Oh, I even forgot what button to push to call the damn horse. A little better, well that's good. As long as he continues to improve.
There they are. I'll sneak up on the Malakes.
Running around looking like a freaking Viking.
Let me go.
No.
tall grass will keep me hidden.
Not for long. This guy's gonna come at you.
Can't let the rest of those Malakas get away.
The assassinations are pretty cool. The assassinations in Ghost of Tsushima is actually pretty cool too.
Huh? I heard something.
Come on over here, buddy. Come on. You didn't say nothing, lady. Or maybe you did. Come on.
That Marcos is going to be next.
Who said that? Everybody's dead. Oh. Well. You know, like, hopefully he pulls through.
Time to get Phoebe out of here.
Alexios, I'm here. Untie me.
I'll untie you later. We're gonna open this loot first. Now I'll untie you. Going to hit the R2 button like it was
Are
freaking
you alright?
Ghost of Tsushima.
It wasn't so bad.
Tomorrow I think I'm gonna play Ghost of Tsushima on Twitch.
Phoebe, just be careful. You're alone now since...
Since my parents died, I'm okay. I've got you, and you've got me and Marcos. We're your family, right?
No, he's remembering flashback. Look at this. I really do want to see just how well I could use this thing. I want to see if it performs well.
You'll have to be stronger than that.
Don't give in! Let him have it!
No, I'll skip this whole cutscene.
Right.
You worry too much.
You don't worry enough.
We'll be alright if we watch out for each other. Which reminds me, the thug said you should watch your back.
What'd they say?
Yeah, once you kind of finish the game, it does get kind of boring unless you're one of those people that like really likes to do builds. If you're into the builds and everything, then it gets like pretty incredible. I'm not a big fan of RDR2. I like the original Red Dead. I just find RDR2 kind of boring. I don't know why. I think that there was a lot more to do and everything was more directed in Red Dead. In RDR2, I kind of feel like, I don't know, like it's just like too open, I think. Gotta fight Talos the Stone Fist. Yeah, I can't wait for Valhalla either. I really can't wait for Valhalla. I'd love to see what they're gonna do next. I'd love to see like where they're gonna go with it, how they're gonna accomplish it. That's gonna be so sick. Assassin's Creed but with Vikings. That is really gonna be sick. Honestly, like a lot of people who haven't played it, I was saying before, I really do highly recommend Ghost of Tsushima to play in between while waiting for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Because there is a lot of similarities between the two. It's its own thing. Hey, what's up, AFK? It's its own thing, but at the same time, it's really, really wild. It's really, there's a lot of things. They've got the engraving thing down. They've got the whole like powers thing. It's pretty wild. You could set it up according to your gameplay. They've got all the different outfits, and you could put them on depending again on how you like to play the game. For the most part, I was using the Traveler attire, which just like unlocked all the secrets and stuff. So that's what I was doing with it. I thought it was pretty cool. Come on, man. I want to find something to fight over here. I want to beat some people up. See if I can really work this Northern Traveler set. Because I think that'll be fun. It also has like a lot of like climbing and everything. It's almost, I mean, it could be an Assassin's Creed game. And that's why like I did that video the other day, which a lot of you really commented some amazing stuff about it.
You don't look so good. I angered them, I think. It's possible. I indicate. You know.
No, the problem is that it to me at least, it was like really boring. It really was. I mean, I just, after the first chapter, like I got into the second chapter. First chapter was completely boring, and that really sets the pace for the game. The second chapter really didn't impress me. To me, they're like way better, like free roam games out there, way better open world games, and I didn't like RDR2. I really didn't. But you know, like I don't knock anybody who liked it. I'm just saying that that's my opinion. I personally didn't like it. Ghost of Tsushima is going to have multiplayer, I think, by fall. It's going to be like a free upgrade that they're doing.
Careful not to get spotted.
Right now it's just a single player campaign, but it's pretty amazing. I want to get spotted. Man, this thing is still freaking powerful. Like that was like 2 swings right there. That was... You know, some people were saying that the set isn't practical at low level, but... Yeah, I've got it. It's a lot of fun, honestly. I've been playing it. I've been posting a whole bunch of gameplay on it. The ending was absolutely amazing. The story was absolutely intense. And Tsushima actually exists. There actually is a Tsushima. An island to the Tsushima. And it really was invaded by the Huns. What's up, Jill? Thank you. I like putting out as many videos as possible. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people say that, but like, I mean, that sets the pace for me. You know, like if I'm bored in the first 2 chapters, I'm not gonna want to go past it. I you know, like I mean, that again, that's just me. You know, like other people like really enjoyed it. Other people finished it. They thought it was like absolutely amazing. I played some of the multiplayer online just to see what that was about. It doesn't have the support that they gave GTA 5, which, I mean, they really should pay more attention to it. I think that would really shine if they did it. But, you know, like again, I was just bored. I was literally playing it like wide awake and passing out. For like a little while, like whenever I wanted to go to sleep, I would just play some RDR2. The side missions, you know, to me, they were kind of boring.
All I can offer you is devotion, but I need your help. I'm poor. I have 4 hungry children and nothing else. I weigh baskets for the market, but my cart is ruined.
Yeah, you do kill like every single Mongol. It's like a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy.
I'm listening, child of Hermes.
Oh, mighty God, I beg you, help me.
Your prayer is...
And believe it or not, Jill, you know how many people say that like I go into too much detail?
sooner than you expect.
I knew you'd listen. My every sunrise and sunset is yours. Everything beneath my humble roof in Sami is devoted to you.
Yes. Now, go home and wait for fate to intervene.
I will, great God, I will.
Well, just like any game,
Well, if money is
it
what
does
she
have its
needs,
boring
the
points.
bandit's stolen loot will do just fine.
It really does. And you know, like if you got to level 30 and you were bored, you know, that's fine. Did you complete the game? What's up, Ethan? How are you doing? I appreciate that, Joe. A lot of people, like I say, a lot of people kind of think I go into too much detail. Like, you don't know how many comments I see that it's like, get to the point already. Oh, yeah?
No gods in the caves, only bandits. Stealing
Yeah,
people's
Odyssey was
goods.
cool. I like the different time periods that they do with Assassin's Creed. It is kind of fun.
At least you know
Same
what
thing with,
Tsushima. Maybe he'll take
like a lot of the games out there that are pretty cool. A lot of the timepieces are good and accurate.
Don't worry, I brought mine. That should be good enough.
Yeah, Origins was good. Honestly, Odyssey, there were like a lot of like weird things going on. I was kind of confused on some parts. I was like, why are they doing this? Why is it so different from Origins? Valhalla, looking at Valhalla, it looks like it's going to be pretty solid. I don't know how they're going to explain that the dude is both a dude and a woman at the same time. But that's what I'm hearing. They're going to explain that the Viking is, I guess, like two genders or something. Maybe it's a hermaphrodite. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Assassins weren't even around at this time period, so I don't know why it's Assassin's Creed. Honestly, I think that this could have been its own IP. It could have been its own intellectual property. It could have been another Ubisoft game. Yeah, Origins blocking system needed to be a little polished. The funny thing, though, about Origins is that I have a build with like a poison shield that you got from, I think you had to go and get the upgraded version of the game, and you got this poison shield and this poison sickle. And the shield, I'm at a point where like I could stand in the arena, just stand still and hold the block button. People will stab at me, they'll hit the shield, and like they'll automatically die. So like that's all I do all day. No, I could see that. I could see it being titled something like that. Ghost of Tsushima's blocking system is like really wild. And there's another guy who I believe he's got a YouTube channel, Silver Assassin, and he said that he believes that they could do a Japanese setting. But a lot of you guys came up with some like really good points where now that Ghost of Tsushima's already out, it will be kind of weird to have a setting like that because they've already done it. What's up, Hudson? Thank you. Yeah, I have real high hopes for Valhalla. The day that Valhalla comes out, I'm actually going to be live streaming it immediately. Well, yeah, AC has to keep up with the times. Like a lot of these other places, a lot of these other games, they have dismemberments and stuff like that. So they're definitely got to keep up with it. And I gotta say, so far this whole Northern Travelers set, I'm really liking because it really does have a lot of power behind it. Could be better, but so far I'm liking it. Let's see what else I want to do. Yeah, we'll get this charge thing. I don't know. I would hope so, honestly. That game is so good. I really was blown away like when I started playing it. I from the very beginning all the way to the end, especially like just the way that you could like take people out, you know, like you show them mercy, you finish them off, you're doing all kinds of things. I completed that game, I platinumed it, and I still went back just to go and get like all the collectibles just because the game was that beautiful. Yeah, I'm telling you, Joe, that's going to be like amazing. Valhalla is going to be so sick. I really can't wait to see Valhalla. Yeah, I think that would be cool if they did a medieval Assassin's Creed. I just don't think that they'll ever do a feudal Assassin's Creed because they're going to go into like ninjutsu, and they've been trying to avoid that. They wanted to kind of separate assassins and ninjas. You know, because then it would be like the same thing. Even though if you played, oh yeah, I play Far Cry. I have tons of that. I'm waiting for Far Cry 6. Really wasn't impressed with Far Cry 5. I got to the end of Far Cry 5 and I was like, yeah. I have a couple of videos of Far Cry 5, in fact, and 3 and 4 Primal. My very first video on this channel was actually a Far Cry Primal video, and what happened was that I was trying to platinum the game, and there was a glitched trophy, and I figured out how to unglitch it, and that was the very first video I ever put out. I'm actually writing like not like a autobiography thing, but kind of like how I started on YouTube. I have somebody that I met on Facebook who actually is doing YouTube, and he's got like a huge Facebook gaming following. Dr. Bradford Carlton. If you ever check him out, he's the gamerpreneur. And this guy, he's got some solid tips for anybody who is starting out, who wants to be a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or anything like that. And just the things that he's done has been like absolutely amazing. So one of the things that I'm doing is like kind of writing a mini kind of memoir of how I started on YouTube. Yeah, you know, I try to pay attention to the chat. I try to see what all you guys are saying. You know, sometimes I miss it, but, you know, like when I live stream, it's my opportunity to get to know you guys, you know? I get to know my audience. You guys, you know, like I'm nothing without you guys, so I definitely have to pay attention to the chat. I definitely have to pay attention to the stream. I know sometimes people don't engage, they don't watch, and you know that's you know it is what it is for like some people. Some people really they don't get into it, but I do. I like to make sure that like I know what you guys are saying and interact with y'all. I don't want to just talk about myself and tell stories about myself. And a lot of times, believe it or not, you guys are why I do certain videos. Oh, Ethan, I gotta agree. New Dawn really, it is my least favorite. Hi, Severt. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really should have been streaming more. I'm good. How are you doing? I think I'm going to be streaming a heck of a lot more, especially like Thursdays and Fridays. I just was able to free up a lot more time, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can keep this up. I'm pretty sure I could. I'm really bad with my OP character with the Astrakas. I really do need to like do that. All of them. Oh, Primal was actually pretty cool. A lot of people didn't enjoy Primal. Some people say that Primal was basically a reskin of 4. No, Ghost of Tsushima, the multiplayer is going to be all... You're going to be a samurai slash assassin. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And yeah, Far Cry 3, I think, was the best story and the best antagonist and protagonist. No, I didn't start from scratch on Nightmare here. I'm actually just leveling up a little bit. I'm exploring what you could do with this the Northern Traveler set. I'm going to get to a point where, you know, like I hit like level 10, and then I'm going to like open it up on Nightmare and see what it could do once I've got like a couple of ability points to like play with.
I should be careful. High security here.
I don't know where Far Cry is going to go from now. I mean, I don't know if Far Cry... I don't know if New Dawn is going to be canon. Oh, it's pretty grueling. As long as you're pretty skilled, it's really not as big a chore. You know, especially if you know what you're doing and everything like that, if you've been playing it a while. But, you know, the first 10 levels, I like to just make sure that I have a bunch of ability points and everything, and then I turn on Nightmare. And then it just gets crazy. From there, you have enough to work with where, you know, like, it'll still be a problem, but not as big a problem. And it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll be doing a giveaway for when Valhalla comes out. I'll also be live streaming it the night that it comes out. No, there's no reward for beating Nightmare, just, you know, like your own satisfaction that you were able to do it. Alright, Severt, thanks for stopping in. In about 41 more subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll have 15,000 subs at that point. Hey, Brian, thank you so much. And welcome to the stream. Yeah, Origins, I beat it on New Game Plus. It was kind of a race to do that. A lot of us on YouTube, when Origins was out, we actually were racing to do it. And doing the main mission constraints, you could complete the game in about 6 hours. So that's what everybody was doing. A New Game Plus and beating it in 6 hours. No side quests, just doing the main mission. And by the time New Game Plus came out, you were already the highest level, so you really didn't have to. You really didn't have to do all the side missions and level and anything. I'd like to see a New Game Plus on Ghost of Tsushima. I know that Valhalla is going to have a New Game Plus. That's kind of standard with what they're doing now. I would like to see a discovery tour on Valhalla. That I would like to see. What's up? What's happening, Nick? Yeah, I would definitely like to see a discovery tour in Valhalla, because I would love to get a history of like the Vikings. Which I think the Discovery Tour is a genius move that this series has done. I think more games should do something similar. Yeah, the side scroller a lot of people weren't fans of, though. A lot of people weren't. The same thing with like Egypt. Yeah, we had Russia, and I think, what was the other one? The other one was Egypt, in fact, I think. And that one, like, I don't know why people had such problems with the side scrollers. I actually enjoyed them. Not gonna lie, I actually had a lot of fun with them. Man, believe it or not, this thing is still powerful. Look at this. Low level, and I'm just... Oh, yeah, India. That's what it was. You're right. Yup, you guys are right. I just keep thinking Egypt because the guy really did look like Bayek. He looked good. Man, this set is just brutal, no matter what level. Look at this. Level 3, and I'm just like murdering the living daylights out of everybody. That's just terrible. Gotta work my way to see when I get Ares Madness and stuff like that, or Battle Cry of Ares at this level. That's gonna be freaking sick. Well, Assassin's Creed was originally supposed to be Prince of Persia. And I forget what the story was, why they didn't make that. I think it didn't have the same feel as Prince of Persia, so they went and made it its own IP. But that's what I've been saying that they should have done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It should have been its own IP. Because this really isn't an Assassin's Creed game. It's a Roman game. It's definitely a timepiece game. But I think that, you know, it was just a little less assassin and way more a time period kind of game. I also didn't like that they didn't have enough modern day. Like, I really do enjoy the modern day narrative. Because without it, we don't know why we're even in the past. I honestly would, but like the Prince of Persia I'm talking about is way back in the day. It was a side scroller. You had to save this princess, and you solved like a lot of kind of physical puzzles, running, walking. It was pretty wild. Yeah, Legacy of the First Blade does have some Prince of Persia things in it, which I thought was pretty cool. I like when they do nods like that. Really wild. Ghost of Tsushima has a bunch of nods to a bunch of PlayStation's exclusives, which I thought was pretty cool. He's got like at the end, he's got a table full of origami, and you could actually name off all the characters or the things that all the origami represents. How did it remind you of Aladdin? You can't get into Atlantis before buying the DLC. You can get into the main part of it. You have to defeat all the mythical beasts, and then they give you the keys to unlock Atlantis, and then you could just go to like the tip of Atlantis. You can't actually get inside of Atlantis. Oh yeah, the flashbacks. The flashbacks were pretty decent, yeah. I see what you're saying there. I could totally see that. Let me see if I could take out this... Where'd he go? There he is. Wow, he's rocking me. Game of Thrones boobs. Game of Thrones was pretty wild too. Okay, I'm gonna have to run from him for now. Really? Let's see. A good build for Fate of Atlantis' first legendary assassin set with Ares Madness. I did a couple of builds. If you look at my playlist, I have builds for those sets, but give me a couple of days. I'll see if I could build one. Yeah, Breaking Bad was pretty wild. What did you watch tonight again, Jill? The crazy thing about Breaking Bad is that, like, they actually show you the science behind all that. That's the scary part. Oh, right now I'm only level 3. I could do a couple of low-level builds. Let me know what low-level builds you want to see. And what gear or sets you have that you want to build it for. Wow. I don't know, that's a tough versus. I'd have to think about that. I mean, Jon Snow's a personal favorite of mine, but, you know, can he actually win? That's the question. Yeah, I think my money might be on Ragnar as well.
This area will be well defended.
Of course it's going to be well defended. Yeah, what happened was that they switched after AC3, they switched kind of people who were working on the game, and they just didn't go with a lot of what made the first couple of Assassin's Creed games so great. You know, they killed off Desmond. He was a great protagonist. I think that you know, they should have kept him in. I'm glad to see Layla as a protagonist, only because, like, I miss an actual protagonist. I miss seeing them grow. I miss seeing them, you know, both of them were both cocky, and then they grow and they develop into something different. Fate of Atlantis, the last boss keeps killing you? I know it's something to do with the, you really have to use the bow a lot. I gotta look back at my notes. I have notes. I'll do a video, because I'm actually doing the mythical beasts anyway. Because I wanted to see, you know, like how easy it is to build a mythical beast, especially with this suit. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, all those arms. I know it was something to do with the bow. I think that's how I beat it. Yeah, we played as ourselves, which was kind of weird. Like, it was really strange. I think that in Black Flag it was weird. I think after that, like, it really did get weird. It was like, why? Like, you don't, like, they wanted us to identify, I guess, like we were the hero of the story, but, you know, like, I don't think it worked out the way they planned it. I did too. I really did like Desmond. I always say, in fact, that if Desmond was still alive and Layla was around, that would be the ship right there. That they would have something going on. Oh, I'm YouTuber by day. I'm assassin by night. I'm like Batman. I fight crime at night. So that way nobody knows that it's me, because if I get a suntan during the day and I take my hood off and all you see is like the sunburn on like my jaw, you're gonna know it's me. And I want nobody to know it's me. Well, actually, after the Gamerpreneurs podcast, I think a lot of people know it's me. Yeah, Ezio's my favorite. Honestly, my favorite assassins are actually Ezio and then Bayek right behind him. I thought Bayek was amazing. In Valhalla, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be Layla again, but we're gonna see what happens. Now, Lars, as far as is Fate of Atlantis worth the money, you might want to catch it on a sale. One of my biggest peeves with both Legacy of the Hidden Blade and the Fate of Atlantis was the size of the DLC. It was kind of short. But it was a great story. But the thing is that, honestly, I would have preferred the story that we saw in AC3 as opposed to what we got in Odyssey. AC3 had such a good story as to what happened to Atlantis. And then when we get to this one, they switched it all up. Yeah, the season pass does come with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. What's happening, Aris? Hey, Marcine. Yeah, Cassandra is going to be... I don't know. I don't know if she'll get an episode. It would kind of make sense because, in all honesty... she's immortal now, you know? The remaster of 3 looks worse than the original? Nah, I don't think so. I just think we gotta stop with all the remasters and you know, like, it's just getting to be too much. Although some of them are fun. Like, it's nice, I just bought the, after years, bought the Batman Return to Arkham series, and it has... Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, which were fun. Yeah, that's the only one I'm really waiting for. I want AC1 to come out. We really do need Assassin's Creed, the original, and they need to do it the same way they've been doing with all the other ones, where we have Assassin's Creed and then we also have the not Game Boy Advance. What was it? It was the PSP version of Assassin's Creed, the Bloodlines. That was good. That filled in the gaps as to what happened to Altair. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 Remake was way better than the original. See, the remakes I don't mind because remakes kind of reimagined the game. But a lot of people complained about Resident Evil 3, the remake, because they said it was too short. And in reality, it really was. Yeah, that's true. I know some people will definitely go with like certain classics if they came to the systems. If they came to current gen, if they came to, you know, the next gen that's coming up. Ninjas versus samurais. That's Ghost of Tsushima. You start off as a samurai, and then like little by little, you just figure that being a samurai ain't cutting it, and you start doing some ninja type stuff. Oh, heck yeah, I'm getting Resident Evil 8. I think that, like, a lot of people, like, really are not happy with 8. And I could kind of see why, but I'm still getting it. I'm getting the Resident Evil 4 remake when that comes out. And I have Resident Evil 4. I would just love to compare them. And especially now that I've got them both on the same system, you could make like a solid comparison video between the two. Yeah, I gotta agree. The PSP version of Assassin's Creed was pretty good. RE4 was ahead of its time back in the day. Let me tell you, people loved it. Some people still love it. For a long time, that was considered the best Resident Evil. Yeah, a lot of people were upset about that. I went, I got it, I paid my $60. I was okay with it. I was like, you know, I wasn't too upset. The real challenge is, and I gotta finish that challenge. I got so many things to do here. I have to finish the challenge where I'm going through Resident Evil on Inferno mode with no special gear. No upgrades, no anything. I'm just playing through the game, and I'm giving my death count. My death count is ridiculous. I died like a gabillion times. It was like hilarious. I still loved it though. I was like, "This, the heck with this." I'm still playing this thing. I'm still having a good time with it. Yeah, a lot of people thought that it could be DLC though. I don't know what the Ghost of Tsushima DLC is going to have. I'm hoping it has DLC. I could not get enough of that game. I'm telling you, I completed everything there is to do. I just got to grab the collectibles now. I'm still playing that game. That game is amazing. Yeah, I've played all the Resident Evil games. I've played every single one. I've enjoyed them. All the originals. I played them when they first came out on the PlayStation. And then I started playing them all as they started coming out on all the you know, PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One. In AC Odyssey, right now, this Northern Traveler set is the best gear. If you do it right, you can get this. You could be invincible. You could be a god. You could be untouchable, and demolish people like crazy. Honestly, I'm a PlayStation guy. And the funny thing is that Phil Spencer has gone on record and he said he was buying a PlayStation 5, which I think is hilarious. If you don't know, Phil Spencer is the CEO of Microsoft currently. Yeah, Xbox, I always buy all the systems regardless, because that's just what I do. That's my job. You know, thanks to you guys, thanks to all the support you guys all give me, you know, watching the videos, buying t-shirts, mugs, things like that. Thanks to all that, you know, I just do this as a profession now. And, you know, I buy all the systems just to do comparisons and everything like that. Plus, some of you are on Xbox, some of you are on PlayStation, some of you are on Nintendo. I have friend requests from everybody on all the systems, you know, even PC, Steam. So, you know, and I really do enjoy having certain nights where, like, I really get together with a bunch of you guys and play. And by the way, guys, I want to say that, like, if you ever send me a request to join you and I don't answer it immediately, like, don't take offense to it. Like, either I'm doing something, I'm shooting a video, I'm doing something completely different. I have the apps on my phone, so like they always show that like I'm on. If I don't respond, like don't get upset, and by all means, please don't hit me up, like 20 times in a row. I know people that do that a lot. They'll send 20 requests every 2 minutes. Oh yeah, see, the pirate set is very good for assassins. And honestly, for hunters, it would be
Don't want to be caught here.
the Artemis set. At least that was the last real set that like I played with. That was the set that I was doing like 10 million damage just back in the day. It was really wild. Really wild. I used to get that set doing like just major damage. And I know some people like really get like, why do you need that much damage? Why do you need to do that? And the thing is that, sometimes it's just fun. There's another YouTuber, I know some of you know him, T7PDM, and he's really good with builds. He does, like, I mean, millions upon millions, like tens of millions of damage on most of his builds. Wait, what? I didn't hear this, Elphic boy. Like, people are canceling their pre-orders because there's Vikings in Valhalla? Alright, Lars, thank you for stopping by. Look at this thing. This thing just freaking smashes everything. Because Ivor is gay. I didn't hear that he was gay. I heard that there's a way that like you could have him as both genders at once, which explains why he's male and female, but I don't know how they're going to explain that. Maybe that works. Maybe because he is gay. They just assume he's either male or female. Yeah, you know what? I really can't give an opinion on the new healing system until I actually play it. Once I have my hands on it and I'm messing with it and I'm building builds with it, then I could give like my honest opinion of it. Like that's the one thing. That's why like I really haven't been making a lot of videos on Valhalla, because I don't want to like jump the gun and throw all kinds of stuff out, and people are just like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, you know what, Elphic boy? Like, people overreact to like a bunch of stuff in video games. It's like The Last of Us 2. I thought it was a solid game. Like once I got to the end, that's when things kind of went south for me. Like, as I really started to digest what I played. But at no point in time was I upset that I was playing as a character who was gay. It wasn't in your face. It wasn't, it was like any other game that you play where there's some sort of romance. There's kissing, there's, like implied encounters, entanglements. Well, welcome back, Lars. There was implied entanglements and stuff like that, and I love that word, entanglements, now. But there was like all kinds of implied stuff like that, and like that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. Well, that's why like I think a lot of people blasted The Last of Us 2 because Ellie was gay. That and Joel died. Like, those are the two reasons that people really, bombed the game and stuff like that. And, like, honestly, me, I don't care. Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh no, the best is I have a friend who's very, very religious, and he told me I was going to be going to hell because I played The Last of Us 2, because I played as a gay character. So they were like really upset about that. Or he was. And I was like, ah, that's nice.
Release me.
I give to cancer research. I do all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm going to go to hell because I played as a gay character.
You have barely a day, Kefalonia, and this is my welcome. Horrible people. We're not all so bad. Prove yourself by escorting me to my brother Davos. My drachmi is yours if you do it.
What info? Really, Brian? If you buy it won't come with a disc. It'll be digital. That's weird. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing Avengers. That looks good.
This Mystios was one good egg in
Jill, I don't know. Some people have like a bunch of crazy issues with specific games. Specific games. I guess people want things a certain way, and when they can't have it a certain way, it's just too weird for them. I don't know. It's like I've asked a bunch of people. I was part of a PlayStation group on Facebook, and I posted the question. I says, what is it about, and I told people, I'm not judging anyone. What is it about The Last of Us Part 2 that you don't like? What is making you cringe? And people were like, oh, there's animal cruelty in it. There's women getting hurt in it. Pregnant women getting hurt in it and everything. And I'm like, okay, you got to play the scenarios to understand what happens. Like, there are women that are shooting at you. Like, why would you not kill them? Yeah, people, you know what? People were really mean because, like, Abby, at one point, she gets really, like, cut. She gets built. She's like Diesel. She's got, like, muscles beyond muscles. But, it was part of her story arc. You had to play the game in order to understand the story arc. Believe it or not, though, the actress who played as Abby received a bunch of death threats from people like she was actually Abby. We're becoming a society where, like, we are not really understanding reality and fiction, which is kind of wild. Yeah, Amadeus, you know what? Some people are just, like, ignorant. It doesn't bother me. It's kind of like in Odyssey. If you've watched all of my videos, most of my videos I'm playing as Cassandra. Because according to Ubisoft, Cassandra is the canon character. So that's what I did. I went with the canon character. But some people feel that you shouldn't be playing as her if you're a guy. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, you know how many runners I wanted to punch in the face for real? Like, that was just good stuff. That was great stuff. And they both had their own play styles, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Some people actually got mad. Oh my god, I just knocked this dude. Look at that. Wow. In Ghost of Tsushima, you could actually do this kick, like the Spartan kick. But it's like a ninja kick, and you could, like, kick people off buildings and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Ismail, I'm telling you, Last of Us is a great game. Last of Us 2, I liked it as well. Oh yeah, Ethan, you know what? You're right. There were only 3 bloaters in the game. All right, AFK, thank you for stopping by. Take it easy. There were only 3 bloaters in the game. That's kind of weird. And then that one mega bloater, I mean, that was a boss, but, you know, still. I would have liked to see more bosses like that. Yeah, I wonder why they do that. I wonder why they change it up like that. What do you guys think about A Last of Us 3? Do you think that they should have A Last of Us 3? Oh yeah, that thing was called the Rat King. I called it the Mega Bloater though. It was just huge. It was enormous. It was large margin in charge. See, that game had great gameplay, and this is, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is one of the things that gets me about games. Like, people get upset about the silliest little things, I feel like, in these games. But in all honesty, my thing is, if you have a game, and not just video games, not just, yeah, they definitely do have to let the controversy die down. And yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is definitely going to be cool. But in any media, in a book, in a game, in a movie, if they can convince you that this world that they created actually exists, that makes it the greatest game or whatever to me. Yep, Lars, I do live in America. I live in New York, in the United States. If they could immerse you in the game, that makes it a good game. Some things don't make sense, like Odyssey. There are certain things that don't make sense as far as like the Assassin's Creed lore and everything, but I do enjoy the game anyway, just because it has some solid gameplay. Oh, Long Island. If I get famous enough to do a tour, I'll come visit you. Well, if I do a world tour and I come to the Netherlands, I'll visit you. And actually, there's like a lot of people I would like to visit. There are like a lot of people, friends that I've made here, that I actually would like to visit. I did like the Assassin's Creed movie. I think it could have been better. I think that it does deserve a sequel. But I think they got to be a little more careful. And I think that it was cool the way they tied it into Origins. Yeah, see, Amadeus, like, that's what gets me. Like, if you can feel the world that the game is in, then they won you over. They did it totally. It's incredible. Yeah, Embers was better than the live-action movie, and even the other one that was the prequel to Assassin's Creed 2, I thought was better.
Says I owe him double because of interest.
Yeah, we were just saying that. I would love to see an Assassin's Creed 1 remaster.
You should have thought of that when you...
Oh yeah, Lineage, that's what it was called.
But it's hot.
You told him, look.
Malak.
Face, Alexios.
If they do the original Assassin's Creed a remaster,
All right.
what they need to do is include the PSP version as well, Bloodlines. That was great.
Fine.
I still have my original PSP, and I also have on the PS3. If you linked your PSP and the PS3 with Bloodlines and Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, no, it was 2. They gave you special weapons for both games, which is cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, you really can't see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's implied. But that was the same thing with The Last of Us too. Like, you know, it was implied that she hooked up with the girl with Dina. Who Dina made me crazy. Like, I was just like, she is such a bad AI character. A couple of the other characters were like really good.
You can good.
I really want to see a Ghost of Tsushima
We have
DLC. I would love to see a sequel.
Cassandra!
Kefalonia.
The way that they release The Last of Us, we'll see it in like another 6 years.
And look how far we've come. From an orphan on the streets to a Misthios.
And how
I need...
I have all the Assassin's Creed games. I really have to like get to playing them. There's just so many things that like I do, like just a ton of videos and things that people want to see and just things that like I'm doing personally.
Spartans?
everybody benefits, I guess.
Who are you? Marcos? You should be tired of this small-time shit. You'd make a fortune in this war. Plus, I hear you're a secret Spartan.
That was a long time ago. I'm a Kefalonian.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jill, you're gonna have fun with it. Really? That's the only one you need is Syndicate?
Hand it over.
I have all the Assassin's Creeds, Borderlands.
As strong as Heracles himself.
I've got every Doom game, every Far Cry,
Shoot your arrow at
Final
those
Fantasy.
zombies.
I'm looking at my collection now. I really should do like a video where like you guys can see my studio. Yeah, you're right, Amadeus. Syndicate really did have more potential. I think that's why like so many people were like bothered by it. Like they expected more out of it. I have all the Resident Evils. I'm dying for like the next Resident Evil to come out. Well, the remake and 8.
Fair is fair. Are you going to get my wood? Those fucking bandits need a thrashing.
Fair is fair. I'll fix your wood problem.
Finally! Marcos sure is lucky he's got you as a...
Alright, Lars, thanks for stopping by. Alright, so Ismail, what happens with the bighorn bow is that
Make sure that you
it
And be quick
affects
about it.
one of your weapons. Like when you put it on, it's supposed to like remove a bunch of skill points off of your weapon, but instead it actually adds it. So you come out with way more power. It's actually amazing. So anybody can get it. What you have to do is you get it off the Ubisoft store. If you get to a certain point in this game, then you're able to get 200 Helix credits, and you could just use that. Really? Brotherhood is your least favorite? Did any of you play it when Did any of you play it when it was like on the last gen consoles? When it was on like Xbox 360 and PS3 and they had the multiplayer? I honestly would love to see the multiplayer back again. Yeah, what did you think of the multiplayer, Jill?
You should have turned down this bounty, Carlos.
Are they still playing Black Flag multiplayer?
Here's where the ambush happened. I should look around.
That's a lot of footprints. A group left this area, headed west.
Yeah, it had multiplayer back in the day. I honestly,
The cart was emptied.
yeah, I gotta agree with Amadeus. Unity was pretty good.
Gotten far, that much cargo. Shot in the back while fleeing. Must be the work of bandits.
That must be the bandit camp I'm looking for. I need to sneak up on them.
I don't know why people dislike Revelations. And wow, I didn't know that they were still doing multiplayer. I should get on that then. I should get out there and start helping people out. Level 55, that's gotta be wild. I really liked all of Ezio's trilogy. Like, I really wanted Bayek to have a trilogy because I thought Bayek was a solid character. Well, right now, the only tips that I could give you as far as leveling up, what you're going to have to do is do like a lot of bounties, like stack the bounties. They don't have any glitches or anything like that right now, no farms. I don't think that we're going to find any right now. A lot of people aren't even concentrating on it. They're concentrating more on Valhalla. So when Valhalla comes out, like, definitely watch what I'm doing because I'm going to post videos. That stuff is going to be, that stuff is going to go down in like 2 weeks. Ubisoft usually takes down every freaking glitch or whatever that I find. I know, that's the problem. That is the one problem with Odyssey, is that it was a massive grind. A lot of people did not like that. From what I understand, though, Valhalla is not going to be that grind. Valhalla is going to be way different. Yeah, it really has.
Ah, it's Marcus' assistant bringing me the wood I need, I hope.
Assistant? I don't think so.
I meant Marco's muscle. How stupid of me.
This will tide you over until the rest of the wood arrives in town.
By the gods! You sure you work with Marcos? He's not
Yeah,
alone.
Odyssey is the black sheep of the series, and you're right. Like, it is a massive grind.
We're nothing alike. I'm true to my word.
Then take your pay. Give none to Marcos.
It really was a grind fest. And the thing was that, like, if you see, like, the glitches that I did on that one character that I have, yeah, I did, like, a lot of glitches to get all that stuff, but the thing is that, like, prior to doing that, I just got to, like, level 99, and I even had all kinds of, like, other things going on. I had, I got to level 99, and then I got, like, a ton of other skill points, and then the glitches started coming.
Sammy, I wonder if we'll be able to leave without getting into
Hey, Matthew, I'm doing good. How are you?
Who am I kidding? This place never changes.
Yeah, you know what, Joe? It's like I say, Odyssey should have been its own IP. It should have been its own separate game.
Just like she said, the cart looks pretty worse for wear.
Yeah, some people like the challenge. Some people like to, like, really, you know, like, take a beating and stuff like that if they're going to play the game. They want to see, like, some crazy stuff go down. And, you know, like, if you're just godly, if you're just able to, like, totally destroy everything, sometimes people get bored. Honestly, like, really funny, way back in the day, before Odyssey came out, I actually did the research on the time period and everything like that, and I figured that Odyssey was going to be us playing as Darius, because I said it only makes sense because of the time period and everything. And I know that there were people that, like, bugged out. They were like, ah, you're full of it. There were people in comments cursing me out and everything. It was nuts. Yeah, I know. You know, so many people are upset with the Ezio Roman set. Like, they really, I don't know what they're doing, why they're not releasing that. There are some people that, like, have said that they, you know, like, contacted Ubisoft customer support, and they said that they're not doing it ever again, that it's just a one-time deal. And, you know, like, if that's the case, then take it down from the Ubisoft, or the,
I entreat you. Send
from the Ubisoft club.
someone worthy
I don't
of
understand
your
why
mercy.
they're just doing that.
Help your priestess in her hour of need.
You called?
Oh, Alexius, you startled me.
Why are you looking for a champion?
I need someone worthy to win the Spear of Cephalus. I've been deciphering some of the sanctuary's stone carvings.
My favorite Odyssey, or my favorite AC, actually,
Kefalonia, when the temple was built. You could
it's
break
gonna
the
be
rules.
Assassin's Creed
I can
2.
give you a reward.
I really, when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, I was kind of upset
Is the spear you're looking for?
that
That's
it wasn't Altair
Praise
again,
the
because
gods
Altair
you
grew on
found
me.
it.
But then I, you know, like, I started
Consider
playing
a
it, and
donation.
he grew on me.
What? No reward? Oh, Alexius, I'm in your debt. If ever there's a way my temple can help you, or anyone, send them here.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about Ubisoft's Creed, especially with the, like, I've done videos where, like, I do the polls from Sargon and the Ecos of the Olympians. And people just lose their minds when they see like how much I actually spend on that, and it doesn't come out. Like, you don't really get what you want. Yeah, Unity was good. You know what? Realistically, a lot of the most of the Assassin's Creed games were good. The thing was that, you know, they just had too many bugs, or they left out a lot of stuff. One of the biggest things was a protagonist in the present day. Having us as the protagonist made no sense. So it was kind of like, you know, like trash, you know, the present day. And then Sean tried to be a comedian or something. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Is it really still broken? Watch Dogs, actually, I have both of them. The original Watch Dogs, I think, was underrated. I think too many people focused on what you saw at E3 as opposed to what you played. And you got to understand that happens.
Why do you let them boss you around?
He doesn't. He just gets me into situations I have to dig myself out of.
Maybe you shouldn't let him do that.
Thanks for the...
You're welcome.
What?
You know, people
Yeah, I thought Unity was good. Not gonna lie, I thought Unity was good. And yeah, the Ezio set, as soon as I see that it's out again, I'll definitely post a video. So anybody who's watching now, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Assassinate that bell. Because like I usually drop all that kind of information immediately. In fact, like sometimes I even beat the bigger YouTubers to the punch.
Take them away. You're murderers! Murderers!
I would go with Sekiro because that was pretty good. The worst AC game?
But...
Huh.
Nope, we can't.
I actually want to say Rogue.
let the...
Rogue was pretty wild, but I just felt like it wasn't polished enough. It was kind of rushed, I feel like. Let me ask you guys all a question. What do you guys think of this, like, every 2 years release now of an AC game? I feel like if they're going to give us a release of 2 years, that they should give us extra DLC and spread it out.
You're a hero.
Like, maybe instead of 2 different DLCs, go for 4. Go for 6.
The real God sent you. Time to go. We're well enough to travel, but need healing.
Before you go, take my drachmi. It can't pay for what you gave us.
I think, Thick Boy, that's why they wouldn't do, like, a cowboy Assassin's Creed. Or now they're definitely not going to do a Japanese or Asian Assassin's Creed because of how big Ghost of Tsushima was. I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to kind of, I don't know, go into like other time periods. But I know we're never going to see an Assassin's Creed in the past again, like prior to the Hidden Blade, because one of the big problems with Odyssey was we didn't have the Hidden Blade. I could see a medieval Assassin's Creed. I did get tired of grinding the XP in Odyssey, and that's why, like, every time I found an exploit, like, you know, like, I did it. Honestly, like I said, originally, I got all the way to level 99 plus a bunch of extra ability points before the glitches started really coming out. That's what a lot of people thought that they were going to do. I gotta agree, Silent Games. It was the best. It was more Assassin's Creed than Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I know. It really is a grind. I hate that. I hate if I find any glitches or anything like that, you know I'll put them out. See, I've posted that question before. I actually did a whole video asking, would it make sense to do a World War game? And I think that it would, honestly. I think that that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ghost of Tsushima, if you guys have not played it, definitely play it. If you have a PS4, get it.
I'm not scared.
If you don't have a PS4, I'm posting videos every day of my gameplay. I beat the game. I'm still playing the game, even though I beat it.
To the sharks.
Yeah, Ghost definitely was not an Assassin's Creed game, but the thing is that, like, there were so many similarities. Like the video I did yesterday, I really showed that, you know, there were different outfits, there were different, instead of engravings, you had charms, there were collectibles. It was kind of wild. Really? You're done with AC for now? I'm not. I do have an interest in Valhalla, but I'm curious, what is the reason you have no interest in Valhalla? Right now, the best combo build is with the Northern Traveler set. The Northern Traveler set is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We all wished for something like this back in the day. I cannot believe that they did it now. That everybody who is just getting the game is playing some amazing stuff. Yeah, you think so? You don't think that they're going to do anything innovative or anything? Yeah, the Northern Traveler set is definitely overpowered. I think it's broken. I'm whacking the living daylights out of everything, and I'm only like level 6 right now. And I'm killing the living crap out of everything. Yeah, I think Valhalla will reignite the fans and everything, because it's going to be the team that did Origins. So I have a feeling like the characters are going to be likable.
The necklace is down there.
I have a feeling that the story is going to be amazing. Yeah, I know, that's the big pain, is that, like, we finished the game. That was my thing. I was like, man, they waited to the very last moment, and then they bring out this outfit. And this is something that, like, we would have loved to have, like, starting the game. Right now, like I said, it's level 6. I don't have a bunch of ability points. I don't even have Battle Cry of Ares yet. And I still think that it's overpowered. I think it's really overpowered right now. Man, what is with this shark? How am I missing the shark? They're going to make me dive in there to get them. That's what they're going to make me do. Bums. Oh, I know you were mad. The week after you could get the Ezio set, a lot of people are upset about that. I am pretty much the shark bait. Look at this. I can't even smack this thing. It's like stuck in the reeds or something. There we go. Wow, my aim is so off. And first try. I like really big open world and stuff like that. Ghost of Tsushima really wasn't big open world, but it worked. And I don't know if anybody's ever been to Japan, but like a lot of the stuff from that game actually exists. Tsushima is an actual island. Castle Canada is actually a real castle that's there. It doesn't stand anymore. You know, it's nothing but ruins right now, but it was an actual castle. No, what is that? I didn't even hear about this. Dark Myth Wukong. I gotta say too that the makers of the Yakuza series, they actually gave Sucker Punch a lot of props, and they said that that game should have been made in Japan because it was really good. It was really good. I haven't seen that trailer. I would love to see it. Really, I'm gonna have to look this up because that just sounds amazing. Especially if it's an indie developer and it looks AAA. Oh, yeah, well, obviously Assassin's Creed is my first favorite. My second favorite, I'm going to say, is Resident Evil. My third favorite is actually the BioShock series, but originally it was System Shock. So I'm including System Shock in BioShock. Past that would be Fallout. I really do love the Fallout series. Trying to think what other series. I know Borderlands is in there somewhere. I like a lot of old school stuff too. How tall is Cassandra? I would say she's gotta be like 6 feet tall. Like, she has to be tall. There's no way she's like 5'2", 5'7". She's got to be like 6'5" or something. FNAF is actually good. You want to know something? Somebody commented that I sound like the phone guy on the original Five Nights at Freddy's, which I find hilarious. I really don't think I sound like that guy. Somebody else played sent me a link to like another YouTuber where the guy does like metal molds and he sounds exactly like me. Do I? Ooh, Tekken is another great series. Lady Strider loves to play Tekken. We went to an arcade and she whooped me in the arcade. Like, whooped me. Not beat me, not, barely got me. She whooped me.
You found it. That's the necklace.
That shark put up a good fight. He must have liked
What's the weather like where everybody is? Right now, the weather over where I'm at, it's kind of cool for like a summer month.
Far from our past.
I know what that's like. Good luck.
I definitely recommend the Borderlands because Borderlands is just hilarious. The original Mass Effect trilogy, I recommend. Dragon Age, the first 2 Dragon Age games, definitely get. You know what, Silent? I originally had somebody who wanted to do a podcast, and they kind of they flaked out on me. They talked about doing a podcast. I thought it was a great idea, and then we never like spoke about it again. Like somebody else, it was supposed to be a 3-man thing. It was supposed to be 2 other people, and I don't know, like nothing ever came of it. I would love to do a podcast. Did anybody see my podcast on the Gamerpreneur? My face is actually revealed. You see Darkstrider under the hood. I really should do a face reveal on like this channel anyway. I know like we were supposed to do that at like 10,000 subs. Yeah, I am American. I'm out of New York in the US. In the UK, nighttime. Nice. I have a lot of friends in the UK. Yeah, I'm on PS4. Well, it's not really the game that they're here for. They're here just because, I'm talking and being silly and stuff like that, so.
Well, your plan?
Right. The Cyclops and I have a score of drachmi to settle. The same score as you, my rough and tumble friend.
He wouldn't be after me if it wasn't for you, my friend.
Right. But I swear, this will put an end to it. If he insists on sending his...
Yeah, Midwest.
We'll make sure his
Tacos 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
Let's hear it then. What do I have to
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jesse. I'll be playing tomorrow. I'm gonna play Ghost of Tsushima on Twitch. So around the same time. So that'll be fun there too.
What does the Cyclops value most? His men? His land? His ships? No, his obsidian.
Oh, that one hater disliked this stream. That's awesome.
Oh, fine. We're going to steal it.
Are you crazy? You borrow his drachmi, then you steal his eye?
Having it means we win. Then it goes to market. We kill 2 birds with 1 obsidian eye.
He'd better hold still, or he'll lose both eyes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no! It has to be done without the Cyclops knowing. You cannot be seen.
Then my new bow will come in handy.
He keeps the eye in his house. It's too valuable to wear out. A wise choice until you show him the error of his ways. Wait for the sun to set, sneak in, and then...
I think the changes that they made in Valhalla are going to be decent. I think more people are excited to get the Hidden Blade back.
Cheap? You wound me.
Other games, like I say, Ghost of Tsushima, anything Resident Evil, Borderlands,
Got it.
Doom actually is a good series. If you have Days Gone, that's actually a good game. It's really underrated. That dude with the thumbs down just kills me.
Now to find the eye. If it's as valuable as Marcos says, it will be hidden.
Oh, I don't think you're full of anything, buddy. I'll definitely hit you up. I'll definitely. I'm dead serious about doing a podcast. I would love to do one. Yeah, Days Gone was really good. I think that too many people. I think it was way underrated. A lot of people, I think, were tired of the whole zombie genre, and I think that's why, you know, like people really didn't like it. But it was really good.
I see you.
There's an Easter egg in Ghost of Tsushima for Days Gone. Yeah, the health thing though, I gotta see if it's like a really difficult thing. If it's like really crappy, then like I'll definitely be upset. But other than that, I don't think so. Yeah, I got the platinum for Ghost too. I thought it was amazing. Hey, Anubis. Yeah, I'm gonna be live streaming a little more on Thursdays and Fridays from now on. Tomorrow I'll be on Twitch. I'll be doing Ghost of Tsushima. I played both games. Brotherhood and Black Flag. Loved them both. This guy is so funny. He's like, "Do you know what end of your weapon to hold?" Yeah, AC3 I played. I've beaten like all the Assassin's Creed games. Mastery level 124. Have you seen my mastery level? On my other file, I've got over 2,800 points that I can't even use. You know what I would love? I would love to be able to give those points away. I think that would be cool. If I could just give it, I would do giveaways like every week. I really would. That would be so sick. I think it would be great, honestly, Silent. Not just AC. I would love to debate all kinds of games, honestly. That would be like really cool. In fact, Silent, add me. My thing is Dark Strider 2010. Hold on. I'm gonna get away that easily, you punk. Hold on. There you go. That's my gamer tag. For anybody that wants to, like, you know, join up.
You fight like a drunken goat.
Yeah, jumping off of those big buildings and stuff like that, I mean, the reality, it would kill you, but still funny. Still awesome to do. I liked in Assassin's Creed 2, like there was one jump where you jump off the tallest place, that tall church, and like when you jump, you land in like this little cart, and I thought that was amazing. Like that jump, like as you were falling, like I was holding my breath, really in real life. Like I was like, because I felt like, like I was actually falling. Yes, yes, in Florence. That was great.
By Zeus, the Cyclops doesn't mess around.
That was actually good. Oh, I totally recommend it. Honestly, the original Assassin's Creed, I didn't think I was going to like, and I ended up loving it. And then when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, I didn't think I was going to like that because, you know, it didn't have Altair, but Ezio really, really grew on me. Oh my God, Silent, looking at your things already, I already enjoy it. I have the same picture of Jill as the background of my, like my theme on my PS4, on one of them. On my personal PS4, not my work PS4. Oh, I miss jumping wrong and dying. That's always funny. I'll tell you a story. Originally, I had like this time period where like I was going through like a rough spot, and I went and I bought myself a PlayStation 3. And at that time it was 2010, and like, you know, it was already out. Everything was already out. I went out, I bought the original Assassin's Creed, and I bought BioShock. And I played Assassin's Creed first because I thought, oh wow, it's going to be like a ninja style game. And then I played a little bit of BioShock. I stopped playing Assassin's Creed to play BioShock and complete it. Yeah, the PSP game was Bloodlines. That was pretty good.
Be careful.
All those ability points I got were from glitches, farms, and things like that I found, Ronald. And I always post that stuff, and usually when I post that stuff, Ubisoft will take it down. They'll patch it within like 3 weeks.
Right.
And yes, BioShock is a good series of games. Yeah, I still have my PSP and my PS Vita. I still have an Atari 2600. Yeah, I think the problem with Odyssey was that it was one of those games that they felt like it didn't feel like Assassin's Creed, and it didn't have the hidden blade. Those are the biggest complaints that we got. All right, Brian, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, honestly, the best route that you can go is this Northern Traveler set and do a build around that. I'm over here like low level and I'm still wrecking like everything. I haven't desynced not once. Yeah, I do have a Discord, but like I don't really use it a lot. Oh my God, Commodore 64, I still have it. That was the first system that I hacked on. I have so many hacked games and everything like that. It's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, the Nemean Lion set is pretty cool. My favorite before this Northern Traveler set was the Helio set. I was pretty invincible with the Helio set. All these light attacks doing nothing. Oh, that guy went flying. Originally, when Odyssey came out, it was so glitchy. I had like hours upon hours of glitches that like you could do or see in the game. Yeah, I think Valhalla will be way better than Odyssey, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Oh, Silent, I know we're going to have a great debate. I think everybody will, like, really enjoy that. I think that's going to be, like, I think that's a winner right there. I think people will definitely tune in a lot just to see what we're doing. Or what we're debating. Oh yeah, those Falakis. I love the Falakis. I love how they redid them, kind of, as mercenaries. For the longest time, I wanted to, like, petition to be a mercenary in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yes, Silent, I say that all the time. Why not a first Civ thing?
I don't suppose you know how to get this stain out.
It comes then. Not so.
If you
I'm really hoping for a first Civ game. Explains, like, you know, the creation of all that stuff and whatnot. Angry Amadeus, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you very much.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I'm El Pinor of Kira. How do I know your name? I did what you did. I asked and people told me.
Tell me who sent you.
An inquisitive nature. Good. That will help.
You know more than you let on.
Knowing you is in my best interest.
Yeah, I've always wanted a first Civ game. I would have loved to see something like that. I want to see... I know that, like, if we go backwards, you know, we don't have the Hidden Blade, but in all honesty, a first Civ game showing us exactly how the assassin started, like when you see the Adam and Eve sequence in Assassin's Creed 2, I think seeing something like that would be amazing. I'm just going to be streaming for like another couple of minutes, and then what I'm going to do, like I said, I'll be streaming tomorrow around the same time and probably for longer. And tomorrow will be Ghost of Tsushima. That's going to be on Twitch. If you guys haven't already, check out the About Me section of my YouTube page. It'll show my Twitter, my Instagram, and stuff like that. And I'll post, you know, like when I'm going to start streaming and stuff like that, so that way you guys, you know, you'll see exactly when I'm streaming. Actually, Desmond's son is supposed to be a sage. Believe it or not. And the reason I know that is because I did a bunch of research as to like why we have no Juno battle. Because we were supposed to fight Juno for like ever ago. And I discovered that the whole reason was because in a comic she was defeated by Desmond's son. When Desmond was in New York, he hooked up with some woman and they had a kid together. Oh, he died? I didn't even get that far. I didn't even really read into the comics that deeply. Yeah, killing Juno in the comic was a mistake. That would have been a great battle in the game. In fact, in Origins, we were supposed to fight Juno. We weren't supposed to fight the gods. We were supposed to fight Juno herself. And then they changed that to like us fighting the gods. I would really hope that they put like a lot more effort into what they're doing. Like, I really do enjoy Ubisoft's IPs. Somebody actually accused me of being a Ubisoft channel, and you know that's not the case. The case is that like I really do enjoy a lot of their games. Far Cry, you know, like obviously Assassin's Creed. On Doom Eternal, have you seen my videos? I have tons of videos on Doom Eternal. That game is amazing. I love that. Oh, I definitely will, Silent. Yeah, Doom Eternal is crazy. I have like almost every single skin. I do the weekly reset for Doom, and in fact, I just put out the weekly reset for Doom today. Because their weekly reset is today. And I put out all the skins. The skins are going to be amazing. I got to do a demon skin showcase. I'm going to do a second Slayer skin showcase because I've got like a ton of Slayer skins. I've got all the what do you call it? The Twitch skins and everything. I've got all those. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege I've played. I've played Call of Duty. I'm not really a big Call of Duty fan, but like I've played it.
All the years I've lived on Kefalonia, I never realized the mighty Odysseus' palace was here.
Doom Eternal is like a lot of fun.
What are you doing here?
I'm not saying
GTA, here's the funny thing about GTA games, right? Like I've got all of them. But what ends up happening is that like I'll get to like a certain point and then like I'll lose interest. Saints Row, I have all the Saints Row games. For some reason I feel like Saints Row was the better GTA. As sad as that sounds. I think it just had more comedy than that like kept me intrigued. Oh, what made me decide to start from scratch was I wanted to like really mess with this Northern Traveler set. I wanted to like really work it out and see what happens. Yeah, Doom 64 was great. I had that on the original Nintendo 64. The original Doom, the original two Dooms were kind of cool. And honestly, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal kind of follow the storylines of the original Doom, which I think is amazing. In Doom 2, you did fight the Icon of Sin, but it wasn't that cool thing that you fight at the end of Doom Eternal. It was actually like just a big head in the wall. Well, no, I still have that other file. And honestly, if I really put my mind to it, I'll figure some way out to really flex like that. Alright, Kyle, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in.
Get me out of here.
Look at me just murdering everybody here. It's craziness. Well, actually, everyone, that's all the time I've got today. Thank you. I'll put out a video, Ronald. I'll definitely let you know. And yeah, I'm telling you, Silent, this is going to be awesome. And I'm telling you, we shouldn't just do Assassin's Creed. We should do tons of other games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be awesome. I think people will tune in just to hear what we think of, like, everything. All right, Ronald, thank you for stopping by. Anyway, everyone, like I was just starting to say, I'm going to end the stream here. You know, thank you for everybody being here. Like, it was really awesome having you. I really miss streaming. I'm going to be doing a lot more. So, like I said, make sure you check my Twitter, my Instagram. It's all on my YouTube page. So that way you could see how to reach me, what my socials are. And like I said, I'll definitely post up so that way you guys know what's going on and when I'm streaming, when I'm doing anything or putting anything out. All right? I really do hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, thank you all for being here. Like, it was really awesome having you all. Everybody who donated, thank you so much. All your donations go towards, like, improving the channel and whatnot. So I really do enjoy it. Everyone who's been buying t-shirts and mugs, again, like, that is awesome. I never thought that I'd be selling t-shirts and mugs. Like, that's just amazing. You guys, you know, you put me in a great spot. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I appreciate you all. All right? Until next time, be good. And again, thank you for all that you guys do. And be sure to check my vids. Oh, and at 15,000 subs, which is coming up in about 40 more subs, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So tell your friends. Make sure that everybody, you know, like, jumps in, you know. I'm going to do a solid giveaway. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, again, thank you all for coming by. I'll see you again.